water consumption. At yung circle namin, information circle. So these are in line with our general master plan, drainage master plan ng city government of Manila. At natutuwa rin kami na si Chairman Artes at ang MMDA gagawa ng mga drainage system base na sa master plan ng Manila. Kasi katulad ng Quezon City, magkatabi kami, si Mayor Joy, may master plan na rin ang Quezon City. Ang Manila meron na. Mag-uusap na lang yung mga tubo. And that will happen through the leadership of MMDA because this is a interlocal government unit na. So one way or another, it will take time to develop these things. But things are moving on with regard to infusing physical development.
So tama ho ba, Mayor? Water impounding facility tayo talaga papunta.
That's the one. It will cushion the level of water. It may solve a particular area's flooding, but it will not solve general flooding area. Talagang flood control project is the solution. Let us not confuse ourselves with what we are doing right now. This is a precautionary cushioning the high impact of load of water na what you call downpour, sabi ng mga scientists. Yun, importante yun. Na kahit paano naman, yung mamamayan makatikim ng maibsan yung nararamdaman nilang araw-araw na kinakarap tuwing umuulan. And we know that already we are a tropical country, 8 months of the year, it's gonna rain, and it's getting worse. That cannot be denied. Hindi nga bagyo, bumaba na, paano kung bagyo? So these are the measures that your national government, yung MMDA, and local government of Manila working hand in hand. And hopefully, meron din mga initiative yung DPWH, and I hope by this time, they already know how to follow the elementary rule of coordination.
Wala pong coordination sa inyo?
I hope by this time, moving forward, they will know how to follow elementary rule. Working hand in hand. All, not only all local government.
Nagpapurus naman po yan ang ating Pangulo na yung mga proyekto, lalong-lalo na po sa pag-implement ay konsulta sa mga local government. Last week lang may mga Executive Secretary stating na konsulta yung local government dahil mas alam nila yung sitwasyon on the ground, sila yung araw-araw na dito sa kanilang locality at alam nila kung yung problema at alam din nila at makakapag-suggest din po sila ng solution. Yan po ay ayon sa pinagkipan natin
yung mga pumping stations, sir, na-coordinate na po kayo sa DPWH na mapagana? Kasi parang may mga pumping stations na hindi gumagana.
Well, nag-coordinate naman kami. In fact, I think 2 weeks ago, yung isa pong pumping station dito sa Taura, doon sa malapit sa Dolomite, ay napagana at kita naman namin. May konti lang siguro adjustments doon dahil medyo maliit yung catchment area. Madaling nauubos yung tubig pag pinapump. Again, problema rin pa rin siguro yung baradong drainage doon kaya hindi makaabot yung tubig doon sa pump na ginawa ng DPWH. Pero again, i-address po namin.
So yung mas bago sa mga pumping station natin dito sa Quezon sa Manila, given na pinahanan naman tayo nakarang araw ng bumusik.
Well, yung mga pumping stations sa under po ng MMDA ay lahat po pumahanan. Yung 71 na pumping stations po natin, nagkaroon lang ng problema yung isa sa Nabotas o Isidro. Yung starter po medyo nag-scrap yung pero agad naman na gawa ng paraan at sa ayos within the day. So, pero the rest, wala po problema at gumagana po lahat ng pumping stations. including about 24 dito po sa Lungsod.
Mayor, yung rainfall impounding facility po natin, the rainfall impounding facility, kailan kaya ito posibleng mag-materialize?
It will take time to develop. Alam mo, physical development takes time. But what matter most is that things are being done. And kasi meron akong simpleng paniwala. In problem solving, the first course of action is accepting that there is a problem. If we keep on denying those things, as if nothing. That's at the same time, magsasakripisyo tao pa yun. So, now, here, as you can see, there's been so many incidents that MMDA, local government unit, are working hand in hand. Yun naman ay kinalulugod namin. In fact, with the statement of chairman that the directive of the president to coordinate accordingly, properly, the local government unit when they are going to introduce development in the locality. So that is one thing that kung ako'y ahensya ng gobyerno under the office of the president, that is already a policy. It's a leadership policy. Kaya I think they should follow. Handa naman tayo. Kung matatapos ba to sa lalong madaling panahon, of course, salamat sa Diyos.
So your drainage master plan, nasang status or nasang stage na po tayo?
We just finished it when I assumed office. I had it done, studied in 2022. Natapos siya, nitong pagbuko ko, dumating sa lamesa ko. Now we are implementing it. Sharing it with DPWH, sharing it with MMDA. Because I, for one, sa city, on behalf of the city, we cannot build 140 billion pesos simultaneously to repipe, grade, culvert, and all other drainage system that are available under the master plan. Now, having said that, natutuwa nga kami, katulad na nabanggit ko na kanina, MMDA, magdadala kami ng pondo dyan. Nasaan ba yung ano nyo? Bigyan mo nga kami ng 100 meters. Bigyan mo nga kami ng 500 meters. Bigyan mo nga kami ng 1 kilometer. I hope DPWH will do the same. Why? Siyempre, kung gagawin mo rin lang naman, doon mo na gawin sa tama. So at least alam mo may uuwihan na maayos. So it will take time, but it's going to be done.
So, ano po, yung drainage master plan po, ito po yung magiging biblia namin, particularly ng national government, sa pagpapasagawa po ng mga drainage dito sa Manila City. So dapat po sundin namin.
Nagpapasalamat naman kami kasi wala kaming kakayahan ng pananalapi. Ang MMDA may konting savings and they are developing Metro Manila. Hindi naman ito pang Maynila lang yung ginagawa ng MMDA. But it will ease our expenses developing infrastructure projects that will confront the flooding. Now, question is, mararamdaman ba ng taong bayan pagka nakagawa na kami ng 500 meters, 1 kilometers? Hindi pa po. Pero sigurado tayo, kapag ang gobyerno nagtuloy-tuloy sa tatahaking ganito, yung mga apo natin at anak natin napapasok sa eskwelahan, magtatrabaho, maghanap buhay, will not suffer the way we are suffering right now. So we're doing this for the next generation na meron ng direksyon ang gobyerno ng Maynila at ang MMDA. I hope other agencies of the government, national government, will participate in line with this journey.
Yung update lang doon sa landfill na pagtatapunan ng mga basura. Kasi sabi ko sa Mateo LGU, hindi daw sila na-coordinate or hindi daw po nila alam ito.
No, that's not true with Chairman Agnes. No. I really doubt it. Okay. I, for one, not because nandito si Chairman, we were informed. In fact, I'll give you backstory. 2 years ago, dapat sarado na yan. Salamat sa isang tao, napakiusapan, in-extend ng 2 years. Now, ngayon, kung sino hindi gumawa ng plano, hindi na natin yung problema yon. But, When I assume, July 1, sinabihan na ako ni Chairman Artes, pare, mukhang matutuluyan ng isara ang Navotas landfill. Ganun ba? Hindi na talaga may extend. Jadi, anong ginawa namin? Naggayak kami. In fact, nagpunta pa kami sa iba't ibang bahagi ng probinsya looking for our fallback kung saan kami para maging patuloy na malinis ang Maynila. Then, due to lack of material time, kasi 2 buwan pa lang ako mayor, so we created in 2 weeks time our own small transfer station. And we required our private partners to buy new hauling. No? The word is hauling truck. So that those dump truck namin na ginagamit or compactor na ginagamit sa Maynila for daily collection of garbage, hindi na magamit para dalhin sa Payatang sa San Mateo. Kaya we're very happy, buti naman natanong mo. It's been a little less than 48 hours. We start with light operation, tapos nagawa na namin yung peak operation. So far, okay. So far. Lahat ng iyan, nakasalalay naman sa transfer station namin. Yung koleksyon ng basura, nakasalalay yan sa transfer station namin at sa landfill kasi hahaba ang pila. So these are the next challenge. Kasi yung initial operation, what I am after, the Vice Mayor and I, and the city government is after, is collectahin yung basura sa kalsada at komunidad. Yun, immediate. Kasi kundi uuwi lang dito sa pinagpagura natin. That is being done right now. Now, the next step is the logistical challenges. Because from a regular 10 kilometer, now you're doing 30, 50 kilometer back and forth. So, pero kami naman, in our own little way, nakapaganda ng kaunti. But, to state the record straight, everyone was informed by MMDA. Way ahead. Ako, testigong buhay. I can attest to what the chairman attested.
So tuloy po sa San Mateo?
Nag-usap naman kami ni Mayor. Alam niyo itong San Mateo landfill naman.
Nalaglag. Ay naman.
Yung San Mateo landfill naman, operational na yan since 2011.
Opo.
So, may ECC yan, approve yan ng DNR, ng provincial government. Additional volume lang naman. Additional volume ang sa again, nakipag-usap ko kahapon sa phone kay Mayor Omi. At nagkasundo kami na pupuntahan ko siya at mag-uusap kami regarding this. But again, it's within the capacity po noong San Mateo landfill, yung additional volume po na dadalhin namin. But mag-uusap din po kami, pumunta rin po kay Governor Inares para po mapag-usapan din na yung division, kasi meron pang mas malaki na landfill dyan, yung Rizal sanitary landfill. So, just a matter of siguro communications dahil hindi lang siguro namin na sabi agad kay Mayor Omek na may additional volume na dadalhin doon sa San Mateo landfill. Pero again, it is within doon sa ECC at doon sa volume na capacity allowed under the law.
So sabi kasi nila maliit lang doon yung capacity eh.
Hindi naman.
Ito, without disclosing the area,
Opo.
para lang bumigat naman yun. Kaya naman, nandito na eh. Ayoko naman pasinungalingan siya na hindi kami sinabihan. Ayan o, without disclosing, a few weeks ago, naghahanap pa kami ng lilipatan. Ayan. Hindi lang namin sasabihin sa inyo kung saan. It's been, so this is a proof na may nahanap kaming landfill. Kasi wala naman choice eh. But we start out, ayan kami. Ito yung plan B namin. Kasi, tulad yung tinatanong mo, kung mabulunan na rin yung
San Mateo.
San Mateo, This is a never-ending story, parang pelikula noong 1980s. It's gonna be masyadong maraming moving parts, maraming dapat i-consider, and so on and so forth. But we were properly informed. The city of Manila was properly.
And on the part naman